Guys, welcome back to the channel. So on the 12th of March 2025, new immigration policies were actually laid out in Parliament, and some of the things that were discussed around the new immigration rules is set to impact the recruitment of overseas health and care staff here in the United Kingdom. So for those who are looking at moving to the UK on the health and care visa, or those who are currently on a student postgraduate visa planning to move to the health and care visa, you sure do want to watch this video to the end, as I'll be talking about some of the new immigration rules discussed in Parliament on the 12th of March 2025, and how some of them are expected to take effect in April 2025, and how that is going to affect you and I as immigrants living and working in the United Kingdom. I mean, getting on the health and care visa is one of the cost-effective, easiest way to actually get on a work visa in the UK. And with some of these new rules coming up, some of them are actually both positive and negative rules in terms of how it impacts those who are looking at moving into the UK on the health and care visa, or those who are currently in the UK and looking at switching to the health and care visa. So if this one is something you'd like to know more about, don't go anywhere, keep watching to the end. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, do want to hit on the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And for returning subscribers, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Based on a new publication on gov.uk, which says that new immigration rules laid down in Parliament on Wednesday, 12th of March 2025, are set to impact the recruitment of overseas health and care staff. Now, the Home Office has announced a new fresh wave of immigration policies changes that will impact the health and care sector, including entry-level band 3 staff. This is majorly for those who are moving into the NHS. So this policy basically is going to affect anyone looking at moving into the health and care space. And yeah, it's really important to get so much of this information on ground to help you make a better informed decision on your future plan. Now, from the 9th of April 2025, the following changes will come into force. So this is not a proposed measure. This is something that has been passed through Parliament and is expected to take effect from the 9th of April 2025. Now, the first thing is care providers in England seeking to recruit a new worker overseas or from overseas, or those switching from another visa route, will have to first provide proof that they have attempted to recruit a worker resident in England. Now, the minimum salary threshold for skilled workers will increase to £12.82 per hour, or £25,000 per annum from 23,200. And the first thing is that now it's going to require so many organizations looking at providing sponsorship to provide more documents to actually prove. I mean, this is not a new thing; it's been in existence. However, the plan is to reinforce this rule. So if an employer is looking at employing anyone from outside the UK, or employing someone who is currently on a student visa, postgraduate visa, to move into the health and care visa, you need to provide enough proof to the Home Office to show that you've actually made an attempt to employ someone who is a resident in the United Kingdom, just to kind of prove why you would need an overseas worker to help. And for those who have been following this channel for a while, or following the UK immigration rules, you discover that one of the major plans of the new Labour Party is basically to ensure that the organizations seeking employment or seeking employees should focus more on local staff, try to train people who are currently resident in the UK before making an attempt, just basically to avoid or reduce the organization's over-reliance on foreign workers. So one of the first things that is going to be enforced from the 9th of April 2025 is that organizations will need to provide enough proof to show that the job they are giving to an overseas worker cannot actually be filled by those who are currently in the UK. Now, the second positive news from the 9th of April 2025 is the fact that the minimum salary threshold is going to increase to 25,000 from 23,200. So this is probably going to potentially lead to many organizations increasing the salary, and with the new salary coming up, minimum salary coming up from April or so, there's a couple of positive news, although it comes with its own negative challenges in terms of like increased tax payments, increased NIA, and all of that. So those are the two things that will take effect. Now, the third thing is that health and education occupations, including doctors, nurses, allied health professionals, and teachers, will also see their minimum rates increase to reflect the latest national pay scales, meaning that entry-level band 3 roles will no longer meet the salary threshold requirement. So the whole idea basically is there might be a need for organizations to actually increase how much band 3 That's like one of the lowest levels of for health and care workers, in order for them to be able to meet the salary threshold requirements. So because I mean it's the cool thing about the health and care jobs is that it's an highly in demand job, and if the salary threshold increases and they can't meet up with salary threshold, they will definitely be forced to increase the salary of those who are working on that role in order to fit in with the home office requirements. Now this will also be increased. This will also be increased powers for case workers to refuse visa applications to the short-term student visa route where they are suspected of being not genuine. Now, another important information, being placed on gov.uk is saying that the Home Office says these changes will ensure those who can come to the UK to pursue a career in adult social care do so, and it will help end the reliance on overseas recruitment. So you can read more about this on gov.uk. Under the new rule, care providers in England must work with relevant regional partnership in the area they are located or recruiting to attempt to recruit from a pool of workers impacted by revocation before they can sponsor a care worker or senior care worker from any route or from overseas. A list of regional partners is also published on gov.uk website. So the whole idea basically is that they're trying to enforce, recruiting locally than relying so much on overseas workers. And this is not just overseas worker, even those who are already resident in the UK and need a visa, they actually, there's more priority placed on those who have permanent residence in the United Kingdom, which makes sense. And I think it's in line with the plan of the government at the moment, ensuring that they empower, UK residents to ensure that they take up most of the jobs that organizations are looking for, looking overseas to actually cover, which makes sense empowerment. But the question is, the people that have been empowered, are they really willing to do the job? And that's a different conversation entirely. Now, the rule will not apply to international workers who are already being sponsored as a care worker with short occupation code 6135, or senior care workers with short occupation code 6136, or where providers are seeking to sponsor someone switching from another immigration route who has already been working for them for at least 3 months. Now, you can read more about this in the relevant sections on gov.uk. So, which is a cool thing. I mean, most of the employers right now, and I think that's one of the major challenges most people looking for sponsorship are facing right now, is the fact that most employers are giving priority to those who have been working with them. I've had about 4 people who got sponsorship this year, and we're able to get the sponsorship because they currently work with, the current employer. I even had one person that, she lost her current visa, and because she was picking up 20-hour shifts with this other employer, and when she lost the visa, she had a conversation with them. I'd like to work full time with you. However, I need sponsorship, and she was given priority, and she eventually got the sponsorship 2 weeks before the deadline the Home Office gave her to get in a sponsorship or leave the country. So yeah, that kind of some level of positive news around the health and care visa, and the major challenge most people are facing right now is actually getting the sponsorship, because most employers are not really willing to go through the hassle of meeting up with the Home Office requirements. And for those who have license, following the guideline released by the government, they're trying to focus mainly on recruiting those who are currently in the UK. And that's why people who are outside the UK who are trying to come into the UK through the health and care routes, they're finding it challenging, because there are lots of people who are currently on the student visa or post-study visa that can actually get those jobs, compared to someone who is outside on leave outside the United Kingdom. So these are some of the changes around the health and care visa that's going to be implemented from the 9th of April 2025. If you have any question around this, please in the comment section, and if you come back on the channel for the first time, do also hit on the subscribe button to join this amazing growing family. On this channel, I share everything UK immigration, transition into tech, and lifestyle vlog generally. So if you'd like to be part of the family, click on the red subscribe button. My fellow subscribers, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So this will be the other video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you.